Good morning, all. Today we are going to talk about the subject software testing and quality assurance. From this subject, we are now going to see unit number one, that is the introduction. So, in introduction unit, we are going to see few points today. That is what is meant by exactly software quality. What are the different definitions of software quality? What are the different core components of the software quality? So, we are going to start with the first topic, that is the introduction. So we know that the evolution of the mankind can be seen as a continuous effort to make the things better and convenient through the improvement that is going to be linked with the inventions of the new product. So as the time passes, humans have used the various products to enhance their lifestyle. So the quality product was governed by the individual skills, and it is differed from the instance to instance. That is going to be mainly depend upon the creator and the process used to make it at that particular instance. So quality is about making the organizations to perform for their stakeholders, from improving the particular product, services, systems, and the processes, uh, and to make sure that the whole organization is a fit and effectively work. So managing the particular quality means what? Constantly pursuing the excellence. So making it make sure that what your organization does, it a fit for the particular purpose, and not only says that way, it keeps on improving. So uh, while defining the quality, we have different come across the different definitions. So the first definition of quality is that it is the degree to which the component, system, processes meets the specified requirements, or as that are stated by the user, customers needs, or the expectations. So when we talk about the requirements that is going to be get specified by the customers, so we have the set of requirements in SRS. So from that SRS, we are going to have the set of the requirements that is going to be expected, or that is going to be defined by the customer. So software quality is the term that is the totality of the functionality and the features of that particular software product that the customer is going to expected when they are going to get delivered of that particular product, that it is going to be bear on its ability to satisfy the stated or the implied needs. So we can say that software quality is a degree of the conformance to the explicit or the implicit requirements and its specifications that particular customer is going to be expect from that particular product. So there are a lot more to about the quality than just manufacturing the particular product without any defect or getting particular trains to run on time, though these things are certainly the part of that particular picture. So quality means for your organization is ultimately a question for your stakeholders, and by stakeholders we mean anyone who have interest in that particular success of what your organization does. So uh, when we talk about the set of the requirements that we are going to get from our SRS, so that particular requirements are going to be get divided into the four parts, that is the explicit requirements, implicit requirement. So explicit requirements are mainly that is going to be clearly defined and going to be get documented in the set of SRS or BRS. Next thing was implicit. So implicit requirements are those requirements that are not clearly defined or documented but indirectly suggested. So for this kind of implicit requirements, we are going to take example of the performance requirements which is going to be related with the reliability of that particular software. So these are the implicit requirements that are going to be get stated by the customer, which is not going to be get clearly stated by the customer. So the term requirement is nothing but the whatever the expectations of that particular customer from the business perspective, product perspective, or the software perspectives, that he was expecting that particular organization can develop these stated requirements in that particular product. And expectations are nothing but the what the end users or the persons, those who are going to invest on that particular software, have from that particular software is the expectations. So the next topic we are going to see is the definitions of the quality. So definitions of the quality: for achieving the particular quality of the product, in that particular product, some measurable terms are going to be get used with reference to find out whether the particular quality is really met or not as per the customer's requirement. So the different perceptions towards the quality of the particular product. So according to the, so we are going to start with the customer based definition of the quality. So the quality product must have the fitness for use and must meet the customer needs, expectations, and help in achieving the customer satisfaction and possibly in the customer's delight. So any product can be delivered as the quality product if it satisfies its purpose of the existence through the customer satisfaction. When any product satisfy the customer needs, then that product is quality product from the customer's point of view. Second view we are going to see is the manufacturing based definition of the quality. So it is going to be derived from engineering product manufacturing, where it is not expected that the customer knows all the requirements of the product, and many product level requirements are defined by the architect or the designers on the basis of customer feedback and the survey. So the market research may have to generate the requirement statements on the basis of perceptions of potential customers about what the features or the characteristics of the products are expected by the particular market. So in case of the manufacturing, the survey is going to be done. Based upon that survey, the definition of quality is going to be get changed. So the quality product must have the definitions of requirement specification and the design specification, and the product must conform with this kind of specifications. Next, we are going to see is the product based definition of quality. So the product must have something that other similar products do not have, or which can help the customer to satisfy their needs in the better way. So here we are going to take one example. If the particular customer wants to buy a mobile phone from market, so similar, there are number of mobile phone companies are available in the market. So while selecting particular product, the customer is going to do some survey which product, which mobile phone is good for according to his requirements. So at that time there are few products which are going to have some similar functionality, and few attributes are here and there at that time. So the customer is going to select which mobile is going to satisfy their need in the better way. So these attributes must add the value for the customer, so that that particular customer can appreciate that particular product in comparison with competing product. So the customer must feel the proud of owning it due to its inherent attributes and the characteristics. This is all about the product based definition of quality. Now we are going to see value based definition of the quality. So a product is the best combination of price and the features or attributes, we can say, that is expected by or required by particular customer. So the customer must get the value for his investment by buying the product. The cost of that particular product has direct relationship with the value of that particular customer that finds it. So we can say that customer do not buy the product, they buy the benefits of that particular product. Next is the transient quality. So this mainly talks about too many users or the customers are there, but it is not clear what it mean by the quality product to the customers. But as per their perception, it is something good, and they may want to purchase it because some quality is present or absent in that particular product. So the customer will derive the value or may feel the pride of that particular ownership, that they feel that the particular product must have the zero defect, so it does not prohibit the normal usage of that particular user. So this is all about the definitions of the quality from the different perspective, from the customer, manufacturing, product, likewise. Now we are going to see the next topic, that is the core components of the quality. So quality of the particular product must be driven by customers' requirement and the expectations from that particular product. So quality is based on the customer satisfaction by acquiring that particular product. So quality is something perceived by the customer while using the particular product. The effect of the quality product delivered or used by that particular customer on his satisfaction, delight, is the most important factor in determining whether the quality has been achieved or not. So it talks about the ability of the product or the service to satisfy the customer by fulfilling his needs or purchase for which he is acquired. It may come through the attributes of that particular product, time required for that particular customer to acquire it, or the price or customer is expected to pay for it, and so many other factors associated with the product as well as the organization producing or distributing it. So quality is not an absolute to be determined by the operations or the manufacturing. Variables that affect the quality are the customer expectations, actual product service that is going to be get received. So organization must define the quality parameters before it is going to be get achieved. So in order to meet some parameters for improvement and ability to satisfy the customer, they require some cycle used as an improvement through the measurements. So that cycle is mainly going to have a few parameters that is going to define how that particular cycle is going to be used while defining the quality. First thing is the define. So define, there must be some definitions of what is required in the product and in terms of the attributes or the characteristics of the product, and in how much quantity it is required to derive the customer's satisfaction. So the features, functionality, attributes of product must be measured in quantitative terms, and it must be the part of the requirement specification as well as the acceptance criteria defined by the customer. So quality must define the product attributes. Next cycle parameter is the measure. So measure, it can be defined as the attribute of quality of the particular product. The presence or absence of these attributes is required in the quantities, act as an indicator of that particular product quality achievement. Measurement gives a gap between what is expected by the customer and what is delivered to him when the product is going to be get sold. So this gap may be considered as a lack of the quality for that particular product. Next parameter is the monitor. Monitoring is means the ability of the particular product to satisfy the customer's expectations, define the quality of that particular product. There must be some mechanism available with the manufacturer to monitor the processes used in development, testing, or delivering that particular product to the customer and their outcomes. So the deviations from specifications must be analyzed, and reasons of these deviations must be sorted out to improve the product quality, and processes are going to be get used for producing it. Next parameter is the control. So control gives the ability to provide the desired results and avoid the undersigned things going to the customer. So controlling function in the organization is what the quality control. So we are going to know what is meant by the verification and validation, that must be given the responsibility to control the product quality at the micro level, while the final responsibility of the overall organization is to control the organizational control with the management, that is called as the quality assurance. So management must put some mechanism in place for reviewing, controlling the particular processes of the product development and testing, and initiate some actions on the that deficiency is going to be get observed in the product as well as on the processes. The next parameter is the improve. So improve is nothing but the continuous or continual improvements are necessary to maintain the ongoing customer satisfactions and overcome the possible competitions and customer complaints. So this is what about the cycle of measurement. So it mainly includes the 5 parameters: define, measure, monitor, control, and improve. So next point we are going to see is that management must lead the organizations through the improvement efforts. So we know that the organization is mainly based on some policies, method, procedures, standards, and the systems are defined and approved for that particular management. So qualities must be perceived by the customer to realize the customer satisfaction. Many factors must be controlled by the manufacturers in order to attain the customer satisfactions. Management is the single strongest force existing in that particular organizations to make the changes as expected by the customer. So naturally it becomes the leader in that achieving that particular customer satisfaction and the quality of the product and improvement of the processes used through the various programs of continuous or continual improvements. The next thing is continuous processes or continual improvements are necessary, is mainly necessary in case of the core components of quality. So the idea of continuous improvement is going to describe the continuous feedback loop of the particular delivery, that whatever the things we are going to deliver to the customer, we should always keep on taking the feedback from that customer. So this model is going to be used as the various way in the business to describe the cycle of planning, delivering to the customer and gathering their feedbacks and acting on that particular feedback. In doing this, in the development team continuously improve on their product and pleasing their customers with the new enhancement or the changes that going to be get best on the customer feedback. So here we have seen the core components of the quality.